everybody. Welcome to UFO Snap. My name is Jake.
My name's Lindsay. I forgot for a second.
Forgot your name?
Well, this is the third episode we recorded today. So we are in it.
We are in it.
In the thick of it.
Yes. The word of the day is gassaroni and cheese.
Yes.
Anyway, holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, mistakes were made right before we started.
But this is a good one to be in this frame of mind for.
Oh, man, you want to be elevated?
I'm so excited for this one because I have no fucking clue what it's about, but just the name is so intriguing to me.
Today we're talking about, this one's a wild one. We're talking about Valiant Thor.
Valiant Thor.
Valiant Thor.
Because you, oh my God. Yeah! Whoa. Because you say the words Valiant Thor, that conjures up like comic book.
Yeah.
You know, it's a variation of Thor. That's what I think of. I'm thinking of Chris Hemsworth, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Just clad head to toe gold or something. Mm-hmm. He's Valiant Thor.
Yeah. Vincent D'Onofrio fixing your transmission.
Yes.
If you don't get that
in the
joke,
mean streets of Chicago.
If you don't get that reference, ladies and gentlemen, I'll forgive you, but it's Adventures in Babysitting.
Yes.
Starring
Nobody fucks with a babysitter.
Starring Elizabeth. I am watching that tonight. Holy shit!
I fucking love that movie.
Wow, starring Elizabeth
Ain't
Shue.
Nobody getting out of here without playing the blues.
Oh my God, the Babysitter Blues. Oh, wow. Yeah, so that's on Disney Plus, I think.
Probably.
I think it's on Disney Plus. Mm-hmm. Do yourself a, it has nothing to do with aliens or anything.
Nothing. It's just a great movie.
It's just a great movie with Elizabeth Shue. Mm-hmm. A national treasure.
Yes.
She is a national treasure.
She is a national treasure.
You know, I loved her.
Speaking of Elizabeth Shue, go revisit Hollow Man.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah, and you see like weird.
It's underrated Verhoeven. Yeah. It's Verhoeven, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that. All I know about it is you see CG Kevin Bacon's Wang.
You see Wang. Well, he showed it in Wild Things too.
I heard that was like he insisted.
Could be.
Like that was part of the deal. Like
he's like, you're gonna see Kevin's bacon.
Hey-oh, I'm here, and so am I. Holy shit. Yeah, God, Kevin Bacon. Bless his heart. What the fuck? What were we saying?
Valiant Thor.
No, yeah, I know, but Kevin Bacon. Why were we talking about Kevin Bacon?
Because his penis is in Hollow Man.
Oh, Hollow Man. Okay, yeah, Hollow Man. Yeah, why were we talking about Hollow Man?
Because Elizabeth Shue. We're backtracking our train of thought.
Elizabeth Shue.
Follow the breadcrumbs.
Yep. And
Adventures in Babysitting.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, yes.
Valiant Thor. Yes. Here I am. I'm back.
Yes,
I'm back.
He's found his way out of the woods.
School is back in session. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's get into it. The story of Valiant Thor.
Yes.
Our story begins March 1957, when a police officer in Alexandria, Virginia, witnessed a strange sight. A UFO landing in a field near his patrol car. As he approached the craft and saw the tall, dark, handsome man. Handsome emerge from it. The man introduced himself. Hello, I'm Valiant Thor. And said he had come to speak with the president on behalf of the High Council. He asked the officer to take him to the White House. Called it out by name, apparently.
What in the hell? That takes some balls.
How do you...
To walk up to a cop and say, I'm Valiant Thor, take me to the president.
Especially when you're in Alexandria, Virginia.
Yeah.
Like...
And you're in a field.
Well, first off, if you're Valiant Thor, if you're an alien, and you fucking fly down, but right away you're like, I know I want to speak to, and he asked for him by name, President Eisenhower, on behalf of the High Council. take me to the White House. Why wouldn't you just land in the White House?
Yeah.
I mean, but let's just keep going with the story.
Okay.
And we'll break the story down after we get through it.
Yes.
We are putting the cart ahead of the horse.
Yes.
We're putting the Thor ahead of the Valiant. Now, as a good officer should be, the officer was understandably skeptical.
As you should be.
But decided for some fucking reason to comply with Valiant Thor's request. I suppose he saw the UFO land, so he gives some credibility.
That's a little... Yeah, that's
apparently he said, hop in.
I'll take you.
I'll take you. And so he drove him to the Pentagon, where Valiant Thor was met by security agents who were equally as baffled by his appearance and his apparent credentials. He had some proof. They took him to see the president and his top advisors.
What?
Including Secretary of Defense at the time, Charles Wilson, and Vice President Richard Nixon.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
But this is pretty fucking nutty, you know?
You think?
Anybody else, even like these people at the Pentagon, a cop from Virginia shows up and said, I saw a flying saucer land in a field. And this beautiful, beautiful man walks up to me and says, I'm Valiant Thor, take me to your president.
At the White House.
At the White House.
The White House.
And so I brung him.
Right. So it like now Marge, did Valiant Thor Marge showed up.
Oh, and he was just so handsome. He was so handsome.
He was a handsome man, Marge. Let me tell you. And so, he was a nice guy, Marge. And he said, hey, I'm Valiant Thor. and if you wouldn't mind so much, could you be so kind to take me down to the White House there and speak with the President Eisenhower, if you wouldn't mind so much. And so Marge, being a good Christian as I am, I was obliged, and so I took him. But I
was just hypnotized by his eyes. He's just so so handsome.
He's a handsome fella, Marge.
He disarmed me.
He disarmed me with his charm. He charmed me. Yeah. Is what he did, Marge. So I took him to the Pentagon because that's not where he asked me to take him, but I took him to the Pentagon anyways, Marge, and. I tell you, they took him, and they must have also been hypnocharmed, because they took him right to the president and Tricky Dicky, and and then Marge, you'll never believe what happened next, Marge.
Oh my gosh!
So Thor presented himself to Secretary of Defense Charles Wilson, Vice President Richard Nixon, President Eisenhower, and other top advisors. He said that he was an envoy from Venus.
From Venus?
Venus. So not some crazy far away...
Goddess on a mountain top, burning like a silver flame, the goddess of beauty and love. What? And Venus was her name. She's got it. Yeah, baby, she's got it. I'm your Venus. I'm your fire. Your desire.
Oh my. Yeah, so he says he's from fucking Venus.
Venus.
Not even like some far away, like Kepler 6.5 or some far fucking bullshit thing. He's like, I'm from fucking Venus.
I'm in the neighborhood.
Yeah, like what's
just
up?
Dropping off a welcome basket.
Just saying howdy ho, just come. Oh, this is hitting me really hard. Okay. Now.
So this meeting happens.
Oh, let's start that over. Okay. So this meeting happens, right? Now, he was sent by his people
The High Council.
The High Council, to help offer their help and guidance to humanity. He said that they were concerned about our nuclear weapons and our potential for self-destruction. He also said that they had been observing us for thousands of years and had influenced our religion and cultures.
Interesting.
He showed them some of his advanced technologies, apparently such as a device that looked like a modern-day cell phone, like a smartphone.
Okay.
But it could actually do much more than ours can even do today. He demonstrated some of his extraordinary abilities, such as walking through walls, and he left no fingerprints on anything he touched. Mind you, he looked like...
He can walk through walls?
He can walk through walls.
Then why did he need anybody to take him to the White House? He could just walk through the fucking...
Well, because he didn't know where it was.
Oh. They've been watching us for thousands of years and have influenced our religion, but he doesn't know where, 1500 Pennsylvania Avenue is? Whatever the address is. He needed to download it off MapQuest.
Oh my God. Oh, what is...
Or 1700 Pennsylvania Avenue. I can't remember the exact address.
Oh, God. 1600.
1600.
You literally said every one but the right one.
The right one.
Oh, my God. Valiant Thor.
Valiant Thor. Walks through walls.
How would that even work?
I don't know.
How would that even work?
You know what? I watched Ghost like a week ago, okay?
Yeah.
Great fucking movie. Patrick Swayze. He can walk through walls. But he can also ride in a car and like go up floors in a building and stairs. It's like, how does that work? Where he can't grab a door handle.
Right. But he can walk on the planes.
Yeah, of existence.
That's like
he can get on a subway. He can get in a vehicle.
Well, that's like you ever seen Ghost Ad?
Oh, like
with Bill
right
Cosby?
when it came out. That's it.
Like, I mean, so that showed where he couldn't grab a door handle, right? But then he learned that if he focused.
Yes, they do that in Ghost too.
And so maybe that's like sort of like what it is.
That could be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I don't know, but that also says that like gravity still affects your ghostness.
Well, I think that movie would have been much sillier if Patrick Swayze was just floating around the entire time. Oda Mae. I need your help, Oda Mae. Molly, you in danger, girl.
You see Patrick's fucking Swayze floating around. He probably did Molly. Now, after he got done showing everybody his tricks, he told them that he actually came with 2 companions.
He's got friends.
Yeah.
Are they as handsome as he is?
Yeah. Don and Jill.
Don and Jill.
I'm serious.
He's Valiant Thor. They're Don and Jill. What the fuck?
Yeah, they got hosed on the names.
They got so hosed. They don't even have an adjective.
I am Valiant Thor. This is Don. And Jill. Yeah, so Valiant Thor, he was just like, oh, I'm just gonna leave my friends, Don and Jill.
They're back in the field.
Yeah,
he just left them back there. They're just milling about. They're scaring the cows.
He told me that was his pals' names, and I said that's crazy. That's the other people on my bowling league's names, John and Jill.
Great bowlers.
Usually a solid 220 average,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, hell.
Just dominating the league.
Just dominating, but... So I took him to the Pentagon there, and he showed him the shit, Marge. And So he had his friends, Don and Jill, who were waiting for him in his spacecraft, parked near Lake Mead in Nevada. So he invited them to visit his ship and then meet his friends, Eisenhower and everybody. He also gave them an ultimatum. This is how they get you, right?
That's how they get you. They reel you in with the tricks, and then they're like, boom, ultimatum.
Either accept his offer of friendship and cooperation, or face the consequences of rejecting it. He said that he had been authorized by the, quote, High Council to use force, if necessary, to prevent humanity from destroying itself or harming other planets.
You know what? Fuck these Venus motherfuckers. They seem so high and mighty and judgy.
Well, I mean, it's called the High Council.
I know.
It's literally called the High Council. So
they don't have jurisdiction here.
I think it's the Galaxy High Council. I think they literally have jurisdiction.
I'm trying to picture the High Council. Is it like 9 members, like the Supreme Court?
Yeah, I imagine it's like it's like the council on like Oa of Green Lantern. Just a bunch of really old guys in long robes.
Yeah,
but they're very short.
Yes,
on pillars,
high up above everybody else.
Yeah, the High Council.
High Council.
Maybe they're just high.
Maybe they are.
Maybe they're just
Maybe
fucking...
this guy was high and thought he was from Venus.
Well, maybe. Maybe. So he gave him an ultimatum: accept his friendship or face the consequences. Now, all this kind of came because from one man, Frank Stranges.
Stranges?
Yep. Now, according to Frank Stranges, who was an evangelical minister who claimed to have met Thor personally at the Pentagon, he claims that Eisenhower was impressed by Thor's charisma and intelligence, but also weary of his intentions. He decided to give him VIP status at the Pentagon for 3 years, while he...
I don't know what the fuck you're about, but here's some clearance to the Pentagon.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. So he gave him VIP status at the Pentagon for 3 years, while he consulted with other world leaders about what to do with him.
Yeah.
Thor was given an office at the Pentagon, where he conducted numerous meetings with influential people from various fields of science, politics, religion, media, and entertainment. Media and entertainment.
Media and entertainment.
Do you know what this means? You know what this means? Hello? Hello, McFly. Here's your clue.
Yeah, they're putting the information into films.
Fly to the Navigator.
Fly to the Navigator. It's crazy. Do you think he made people address him as Valiant Thor, like the full name every time they addressed him? Excuse me, Valiant Thor.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. It's funny you should say that, actually. Now, he shared some of his knowledge and insights, with all these different people, but he also tried to persuade them to follow his agenda, because of course he has an agenda.
You always do.
He also visited various places around the country where he met ordinary people who were fascinated by him, were skeptical of him. Some believed that he was an angel sent by God, while others thought, he was the devil sent by Satan.
The devil himself.
Sent by Satan. He became something of a celebrity among UFO enthusiasts who heard rumors about him or saw photos of him taken at UFO conventions where he allegedly actually appeared, along other alleged extraterrestrials such as...
Don and Jill?
Yeah, Don and Jill. No, they never showed up. But there were other people that showed up and said that, I'm an alien.
I bet Don and Jill ran away together and they're cruising the galaxy, just fucking in love. I hope.
That's a nice thought.
Don and Jill.
Don and Jill. I like that. Well, he also became something of a legend among conspiracy theorists who speculated about his true motives. Some believed that he was part of a secret government project involving human-alien hybrids, while others thought that he was part of an alien invasion plot involving mind control or genetic engineering, that kind of shit. Well, after like 3-ish years at the Pentagon, Valiant Thor's mission came to an end in March of 1960. Now, according to Stranges, Eisenhower finally rejected Thor's offer after consulting with world leaders who were not willing to give up sovereignty or their nuclear weapons.
Because that was his idea of friendship.
Yeah, his idea was friendship was fucking give up your nukes. It all comes back to nukes.
It does.
It all comes back to nukes. And
all roads lead back to the nukes.
All roads lead back to the nukes, which nukes lead back to Kennedy, and Kennedy leads back to the goddamn Flight of the Navigator.
The goddamn Flight of the Navigator.
Hello. Hello. I love that it took him 3 years, though, to like figure out what they're going to do. And this dude's just meeting with everybody, chilling.
Yeah.
You know, he's
hanging out at the Pentagon.
He's like, give me that Steven Spielberg. You know, it'd be a great fucking movie. You know, Devil's Tower and the fucking.
You ever been to Wyoming?
So I just, you know, they put him up. Like they gave him his own private little fucking apartment.
That's crazy.
And, yeah, allegedly. Allegedly. Now, Thor, of course, was disappointed, but not surprised by this decision. So he said goodbye to Eisenhower, thanked him for his hospitality, but also warned him that humanity would face a dire consequence if it continued down its current path. Well, then he left the Pentagon with Stranges, who accompanied him back to his spacecraft near Lake Mead, where Don and Jill, D-O-N-N, by the way.
Okay.
Jill.
That makes it more
alien.
Exotic.
Yeah, but Jill
Yes.
is Jill.
Okay.
Jill's. But they were waiting for him. They all boarded the spacecraft and took off into space, never to be seen on Earth again, or so it seemed.
Huh.
Now, according to some versions of this tale, Valiant Thor left Earth after the U.S. government declined his offer to share advanced technology in exchange for demanding of the nuclear weapons program. It said that Thor was disappointed by this decision, but still hoped that humanity would eventually choose the path of peace and unity.
Yeah.
It's just a crazy ass story.
It is a crazy ass story. And I mean, he's not wrong.
No.
If we continue down our current path, we're going to end up just destroying ourselves. But is he an emissary from Venus sent by the High Council?
But I guess while he was here, they gave him the title of Dr. Valiant Thor.
So he's a doctor now.
So he was a doctor.
What university gave him that? Or did they just say, like, here you go?
U of V,
Okay.
obviously. Duh.
Duh.
U of V, University of Venus. Duh. I don't know. I think obviously
It's a correspondence course. It's a certification on Venus. That's all you got to do.
That's it. It's a 6-month course. That's it. It's like a summerum. Yeah. So fucking crazy story.
Yeah.
Crazy story. And you have to ask yourself, where the fuck did this story come from?
Yeah. Well, because you showed me this picture of him.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be him.
There's some allegedly pictures of him and all kinds of crazy shit.
And I have to say, I mean, I'm not trying to be judgy here, but he's not that handsome. He's all right.
Is he that handsome by those
standards? Yeah, beauty standards. And yeah, he is. He has movie star, 1950s movie star looks.
Yeah. So the thing about the Valiant story, Valiant Thor, Valiant Thory, Valiant Thor story is that it didn't really emerge until it came from the claims of this Dr. Frank E. Stranges, a Christian evangelist and a UFO enthusiast. Mm-hmm. He actually wrote a book about it called Strangers at the Pentagon, where he talked about his encounters with Valiant Thor. He claims that he met him at a gathering in Washington, D.C. in 1959. He claimed that he was from Venus and on a mission to Earth to share his knowledge and promote peace.
So he's out there like socializing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He stated that he'd been in contact with high-ranking government officials, including the president. He resided at the Pentagon for 3 years, working with the U.S. government to provide advanced technologies to solutions for problems that we're facing. Talked about the way he looked, so his striking features, extraordinary mental abilities such as telepathy. He alleged his message centered on spiritual growth of humanity and the importance of peace and the potential benefits of advanced technology. It just kind of grew from there. So it really started from this guy who, was man of the cloth, but also a man of the sky. He was a UFO enthusiast, and he allegedly had these experiences with this guy, Valiant Thor, and wrote a book about it.
It's very interesting. And it's just, it's a bit ludicrous.
You think?
It's a bit ludicrous.
Ludo.
And just that this guy just kind of appeared one day and then all of a sudden has Pentagon clearance and is meeting with the president, socializing with DC elite, and openly being like, "Hi, I'm Valiant Thor, sent here by the High Council, and I'm from Venus. What do you do?"
That's Doctor
Valiant Thor, excuse me.
Yeah, margins, and so I just took them to the Pentagon there, and who knew you could just they got a drive-through there. I don't know.
Yeah, they just stamped your pass and you're in.
Yeah, that's it. You get a little sticker stack and you just pull through, and they even got a little.
They're giving away Pentagon clearances like they're cookies, man.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's not as good as a Samoa or nothing, but it's definitely thin mint good. Yeah. Oh my God. Maybe that character got to go away.
Yeah, we're doing it too much.
Yeah, that's okay though. I need to just watch Fargo and get it out of my system. Oh yeah. Oh man, Valiant Thor. So real fucking crazy.
Very crazy.
And it's in the circles. It's not one that's as widely known, but it's definitely known in the circles. There's definitely been an episode of like Ancient Aliens on it. Actually, it kind of got a little bit more popular because there was a half season of American Horror Story about Area 51 and aliens, and that it was actually the story of Valiant Thor. So they kind of told that whole story, and they actually did a pretty good job explaining. And they told the story of the human alien hybrid. Fucking spoilers, but it's like 3 seasons ago, so eat a dick. But yeah, so it kind of neat, really interesting. I recommend checking it out.
And isn't it kind of the plot of The Day the Earth Stood Still?
Yeah, it kind of is.
Because when did that movie originally come out? That's an old movie.
That's an old movie. Klaatu and yeah, I don't know. That's actually a good movie. Both I didn't hate the Keanu one, but the Keanu one was terrible because of the writer's strike. I'm gonna give him credit where credit's due. But yeah, I mean that's a good question. When did that movie come out?
Trying to find the old one. 1951.
1951. Ooh. But this allegedly happened in 1957.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Maybe the guy watched the movie.
It's possible.
And was just like, I'm going to have my own version of it. I don't know where Jill and Don came from.
Yeah, I don't know. Where are Jill and Don?
The way they went back with
Justice
them.
for Jill and Don.
Justice for Jill. Oh no! Oh, Don and Jill's lives matter. Oh, I'm in trouble for that one. Oh God. But anyway, so there's some places you can check out if you want to hear more about Valiant Thor. And we thank you for listening this week. And be sure if you have any suggestions or any cool UFO stories that that are kind of unique, send them over to us. Hit us up on all the socials.
We'll talk about them,
and we will look into them and check them out. But for this week, I'm Jake.
I'm Lindsay.
See you later.